Hello, this is Ellen Goldberg, and welcome to the Language of the Hand. In this segment, we're going to talk about the thumb and what you can learn from the thumb. The thumb, if we have to say that one thing in palmistry is probably the most important of all, it's the thumb. We'll see in another segment how it is a thumb reading in miniature and how old systems in China and India could make assessments of character on the thumb alone. So we will learn a great deal from the different parts of the thumb. As you can see in the visual, there are 3 parts. Most people might look at the thumb and say, oh, it just has 2 sections, not 3 like the other fingers. But they're wrong, because you do not realize, or people don't know till they're told, that the 3rd phalange is actually the mount of Venus, the great muscle that moves the thumb. The thumb is so important that Isaac Newton, who gave us our laws of physics and laws of gravity, said, "In want of other proofs, the thumb alone would convince me of the existence of a God." It's our opposable thumb that makes us able to hold tools, writing implements, and that distinguishes us from all the other creatures on this earth. These 3 parts of the thumb, and we'll call them phalanges or phalanges, just like the other fingers do. The top one is the phalange of will, and it will show us how we apply our will, how we apply our volition in the world, and the shape of the tip, be it conic, pointed, square, or spatulate, will show our general application of this will in life. The second or middle phalange is the phalange of reason. We're always hoping in palmistry that the phalange of reason is a little longer than the phalange of will. Just slightly, and you can tell by holding your thumb up this way and kind of measuring from the joint to here and then noticing, because will should be tempered by reason. And the 3rd part of the thumb is the mount of Venus, which is emotion. So there in miniature we have will, reasoning ability, and our capacity for feeling. Really, these 3 things are some of the most important things in the world, because what's life without love? And the ability to reason, well, even without knowing all the variations, 2 variations on that middle phalange are very important. Most of us have these connecting phalange between the top and the 3rd one as just sort of straight, columnar, nice and round, and that's wonderful. But as soon as it gets thinner than normal and has a waist on it, or as soon as it gets thicker than normal and is nice and fat in here, these makes for 2 extremes of character. A waist on the thumb, which I have a waist on my thumb so that you can see pretty much how it comes in. That waist refines reasoning ability and gives to the thumb the nickname the diplomat's thumb. People with a waist on their thumb, why, that will correct many deficiencies in the hand, because it means their reasoning is refined. They can find the right words to say when they have to speak to someone, and they just have a better reasoning capacity. When it's thick and overly full, say here's a top phalange, but the 2nd phalange is actually even fuller than the top, and that's before it gets to the mount of Venus, they're going to belong to the foot and the mouth club. These people have no tact. And so you have to know that either they have goodness, but there is going to be they're going to be a little rough around the edges when it comes to saying things to people. And their reasoning ability will not be the keenest. Sometimes it's the will phalange that's the strongest, and you see it large and strong, and it makes the thumb look awfully large. These people have strong will.